What is going on? Just want to make this quick video of one of my favorite tools just because the usefulness of the tool. So this is it right here. That glare is probably getting you, but I'm going to take it out the package soon. Now I keep it in the package just because it keeps all the bits and pieces together so nothing gets lost. That's just me, or that's just my OCD. But nonetheless, I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools. And it's from your favorite hardware store, Harbor Freight. The Garage King, they say. Alright, so this is what it is. It's pretty much a screwdriver, but it's a ratcheting screwdriver, which will help you get into tight places. It's at a 90-degree angle with a ratcheting system right here at the top. It has a standard 1/4 head there. You can put different bits. Right now it's the CRV quarter. It's pretty much a flat head. I think this is the standard flat head, but normally I have the PH2 Phillips. That's what they call it here, Phillips, the Phillips head, or star to some people. I call it Phillips. So pretty much it's a basic tool. It's a piece of metal, looks like it has some springs in it. You got your lever here to change the direction. So if you want to go, so this is clockwise to tighten, unless you have a left-handed thread, and you click it back over, it's go clockwise or anti-clockwise to the people across the pond. And yeah, like I said, it's not an expensive tool. I forget the price. I'll put a link in the description. But it does come in handy. It saves you so much time and grief when you have a screw, nut, or bolt in a hard to reach place. So instead of trying to find a stubby or trying to just, I've done this before, just grip the bit in your hand and try to turn it that way, end up stripping the screw head. That's not fun. So this is pretty cool. And this part too, if you don't have room to for the leverage to actuate the arm, you could turn it with a little thumb screw right here. It's serrated, so you got some grip, so you can start off the screw, tightens this way, start off the screw to tighten it, and then give it that little extra at the end to tighten it down. And it also helps to remove the screw without having to go through the full motion of the ratcheting system. That's pretty cool. And this PITTSBURG right angle screwdriver comes with some generic bits. It has a PH1 Phillips, PH2 3/16 flathead, a 1/4, which is the one on the head, and I'm assuming, I don't know where this one came from, but this is supposed to be in this spot. I'm guessing it comes default from the factory with this on it, because in the packaging it comes with one, but there's not enough slots for it. And also comes with randomly a T15 and a T20, which is Torx. I think T20 is a pretty popular size from what I recall. I've seen T20s a lot. But I normally don't use the bits that come with this because it's questionable metal. So I usually I have a whole pack of, I think it's DeWalt PH2s I usually use when I use the Phillips end. But usually if it's for something that's in a tight corner or tight quarters, it's not going to be that tight, hopefully, fingers crossed. But like I said, these are, you know, you could tell by this. I don't know if you could tell by the video, but this tip right here is pretty beat. So I try to use a better quality bits just because they're not expensive. So yeah, one of my favorite tools here. It's gotten me out of a lot of pinches. Helps out a lot. recommend getting this tool just to throw in your toolbox. I've been thinking about getting another one just because I like them so much, but that's just a waste of money. And I don't have a lot of space, so I think we're going to pass on that one. And for fun, I got one of these. I actually use this on a job. My other job, I used to be the maintenance person. It wasn't a full-time job, but I was the go-to guy because I like doing it. I enjoy doing it, and I showed that I knew what I was doing. It wasn't no hack job. So this is pretty much the same thing. It's a right angle, but instead of just being a hand tool, it's an attachment for a drill. It's made by Milwaukee. So you got a 1/4 up here to receive the bits, and then you got this one that you can attach to a drill, or you can actually use a handheld screwdriver if you wanted to, just as long as it fits on that 1/4 end right there. So as you got, I'm turning this, and the head's turning right there. And this one's pretty cool too. It has this this arm right here to give you support, and it's also not fixed, so you can loosen this down, and then you got different positions here you can put it at. You can lock it in right here if you don't want to use it. It's extra grip if you're holding it this way, and you can go 90 from that direction or pick a spot in between. And for this, I did have a specific job. I needed to drill a hole in a steel rolling cabinet, but I could not access the area with a drill and a regular drill bit. So in order to get that, I was able to use this. I think I was putting rivets in because it was kind of a security cabinet. It couldn't be a regular screw where you could just, or bolts where you could just remove the bolt and have access to the innards of the drawer there. So on that piece, I believe I decided to use rivets. I think it was a hasp block to lock the cabinet, not cabinet, but the drawer. So you know, on a hasp block, if it doesn't fold over itself, then whatever you use to attach it can't be removed. And if you use a regular screw, then it could just be unscrewed. If you use a nut or bolt, you got to make sure that it won't turn. So in that case, yeah, I think I riveted something up. But anyways, I digress. So this is pretty cool. I used it a couple times. It's just like I said, it's like the right-handed handheld version, but you could just use a power tool for this one if you're not feeling like cranking down on it. And for this one, I remember I bought specific drill bits. Well, I'm not gonna say specific, but I bought the drill bits that had the it wasn't the straight shank drill bits. It was cut at the end for the 1/4, just so it could fit in this piece right here. That's how you release it. Pull that gold piece out. But yeah, this was not cheap, but I don't recall. I think I got it at Home Depot or Amazon or something, but I'll attach a link in the description. But it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you don't feel like cranking down, you can get this piece. But the right angle handheld one works out pretty good. I know it's a Harbor Freight tool, but these are one of the good ones. It didn't fail on me. So if you're at Harbor Freight, you got that 20% off coupon. If you like buying something, I think the PITTSBURG right angle screwdriver is a pretty good pick. It's item number 92630. I'll put some more information in the bio. Alright, I'll catch you next time.